my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to be doing a tutorial. Thank you guys for all of the love on my last tutorial. I've missed doing tutorials so much, so I'm really glad to be back into the swing of things. So thank you to everyone who left me a really sweet comment or gave the video a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. So I thought I would come back and do another tutorial today. I saw a look on Pinterest like 2 years ago, maybe a year ago, using purple and browns, and I just fell in love with it. So I decided to create something similar today using the Morphe 35T palette. Really honest with you guys, these Morphe palettes are kind of hit and miss with me. There are some really amazing shadows in here, and then there are some not so amazing shadows. But for the price point, you really can't beat it because the majority of the shadows are amazing. There's just a few duds mixed in with it. But the shadows that I used today to create this look are all really good, of course. So yeah, I'm gonna be using this palette today. So I hope you guys enjoy it. And if you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And let's go ahead and get into the tutorial.
Alright guys, so I'm starting off with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade as my eyeshadow base. I know it's kind of strange that I'm using this as the eyeshadow base, but I didn't have anything that was brown that was more like a cream eyeshadow or anything, so I decided to use this, and it actually ended up working so well. It's very creamy, so it blends really easily, but it also stays put once it's set, so it's perfect for an eyeshadow base. So I applied it and kind of created my shape just with my finger, and then I went back in with the Real Techniques blending brush just to blend out the edges, because even though this is going to be more of a smoky eye, I want it to be a little bit more controlled. So I will go back up and clean it up with an eyeshadow in just a little bit, but I just wanted to get my placement down first, so that's why I went and blended it with a brush, and I love the two-tone brown that this gives. It's so pretty. So yeah, I know it's kind of strange that I use this, but it works really, really well. So, and this does take a little bit of time, so just continue to blend and blend and blend and blend. And like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I am using the Morphe 35T palette today. So I'm going in with this really beautiful kind of milk chocolatey brown shade, and I'm just setting the Dip Brow Pomade with it. So I'm just placing it right over where I place the Dip Brow Pomade, and then just ever so slightly blending it out just throughout the edges, and then I'm going to go back in and blend it out. So I'm taking a small tapered brush and I'm just going along the edges. I'm not really touching up in the middle, just focusing on the edges just so that there's no harshness with this look at all. And I decided to use a small tapered brush so that I have a little bit more control. Still sticking with that same palette, I'm going in with this beautiful lavender lilac shade, and I'm placing this right in the middle of my lid, and I feel like I get the most payoff if I use my finger to apply it. So I'm just taking it on my finger and then applying it straight to the middle of my lid, and then ever so slightly just kind of working it in, and then I just go back in with more color and just repeat until I get the intensity that I want. And then I'm going in with the same brown shade, and I'm going to apply that under my lower lash line. So I'm just focusing on the outer corner and then dragging just a little bit in. I always like to start on the outer corner because that's where I want it to be most harsh, and then bring it in versus having so much product at the bottom. So then I'm going in with a little bit of mascara, just one coat today, because I am going to be applying false lashes. And this is the Lancome Dramatic Eyes, something like that. I will link it down below. I will actually link all of these products down below in case you're interested. And now I'm going to move on to my face real quick. So I'm going to start off with foundation. Today I'm using the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. I love this foundation. It's so beautiful, and it's just such a great everyday foundation that's not too heavy, but it gives really great coverage. So I'm going in with that, but I did end up using a little bit of the Milani Conceal Plus Perfect foundation just in with it, just so that I had my perfect color right now. And then for concealer, I'm going in with the Better Skin Concealer by Maybelline. I've been really liking this again. I forgot how much I really liked it, and it's such a great concealer. So I'm using that today, and I believe I have the shade Light, and then just blending that in with a beauty blender. And then I'm also using another product that I haven't used in a while, and that's the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. So I'm going in with, or is this the contour palette? I think that's it. Or is it the Shade and Light? I don't know. Again, I'll link it down below. I think her eyeshadow palette's called the Shade and Light palette. But anyways, I'm going in with that middle shade, and I'm just going to kind of bronze and kind of contour with that shade. That's the only bronzer that I'm using today. Then I'm going in with the one directly above that just to set my under eye area. This one is so brightening, so I love it for under my eyes. So I'm just patting it in with the brush, and then I'm kind of sweeping back and forth just to set my under eyes so they don't move and they're a little bit more bright and awake. And I'm really sorry if I sound super nasally right now. I have this sinus thing going on. But I'm also going in with a more pink tone shade in the palette just to kind of carve out and chisel under my contour and just clean things up a bit. And then for blush, I'm using the Benefit blush in Coralista. And I love this blush. This is something that I haven't used in a long time as well. So it's kind of nice to get it into my collection and kind of play with things that I used to love so much. And I just love it. It's a perfect like peachy pink kind of shade. And it just warms up the cheeks so beautifully. So I went in with that, and then for highlight, I'm using the highlighter from Bare Minerals that I love and I've talked about so many times. It's just such a beautiful golden highlight. So I'm placing that all over my face, kind of like drenching my face in it, because I love a good highlight on my dry skin. So that's what I'm doing now. And then I'm also going to take a little bit of that into my inner corner just to highlight that inner corner of my eye, because it does get a little dark there for me. And then for my brow bone, I wanted to do something not so shimmery, so I busted out my Tarte palette that I'm also loving, and I just did a tutorial using that, so I'll link that down below if you haven't seen it, but I just used the cream shade in there to highlight under my brow bone. And then I'm quickly just going to comb through my brows and fill them in just a little bit using the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. I love this brow pencil because it's not super waxy, yet it still holds the hairs in place really well, and it's not so creamy that it kind of slides everywhere, if you know what I mean. So I love this brow pencil so much. So I'm going for more of a natural brow lately too, so I've been really liking that. And then for a lip liner, I'm going in with a new lip liner that I just picked up from Rimmel. I will link the exact shade down below because I don't know offhand, but I love it. It's like the perfect nude. And then I'm going in with Japanese Maple over top of that, just for like a really pretty kind of peachy lip today. And then I wanted to top it with a little bit more pinkness, so I went in with this Essence lipstick, and I think it turned out really pretty. And then just to top it off, I'm using the Lorac lip gloss in Supermodel, which is just perfect over any nude lipstick that you wear. I think it's so, so pretty. And then finishing the look off with lashes, I'm using some of my favorites. These are the Kiss lashes, the number 11s. And these are definitely more of a natural lash, which is why I love them so much, because they're so lightweight, yet they still do that little extra something for the eyes. So I hope you guys enjoyed this look.
Alright you guys, so this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you're not subscribed to my channel yet, be sure to subscribe down below. I think it's like right here or right here. I will leave all my social media links down below in case you want to go follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, any of those. I'm on Snapchat and Instagram the most, so just FYI. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.